Welcome, one and all, to the Casa Grand Blue Fantasy Versus weekly online local. I'm Monkey Business, being joined just in time by my regular GBVS co-commentator Justin Dormancy 207, and he is here to say hello.
I am here. I'm just barely back here.
Yeah.
Just in time, maybe. God, wireless router. Don't ever have one, I guess, is the lesson learned today. So just restarted that. We'll see how this goes. If I drop out of the call mid match, you find yourself uncommentated in your grudge match against whoever it may be. Just bear with me. I'll jump in Discord on a wired setup and we'll make this work. But
The
get back into
amount
this
of
room
tension
in the meantime.
the amount of tension in my opener was so high, given that you just flagged out right before we were gonna do it. But like, thank God you came back in.
There's no such thing as good timing, I
Yeah,
found.
I mean, good timing. That's honestly not what I'd be looking for. I like either awful timing or perfect timing. I make no exceptions for average or non-noteworthy timing of any measure.
Yeah, the like DDR great zone, why bother?
Seriously, no, that feels worse to me than a miss. Perfect only, please. I actually, there's
Perfect
evidence
only.
that the games also treat the game. They treat timing the same way in rhythm games. I played a 1 versus 1 rhythm game at an arcade with my friend Tyler Wan, who is a ridiculous anime fighting game player, and he missed like 15 more notes than me, but all the ones he hit were perfect. I missed no notes throughout the whole song. The game rewarded me and patted me on the back, but I still had a lower score because I had more greats in there rather than perfect.
That's incredible.
Right? Like, I was so upset, but I realized that like there the game is right for doing this because we're not looking for something that is going to be forgotten. We want our perfects to be truly perfect. 7 golden letters, please, in fighting game standards. And we have a chance of seeing that in a Catalina mirror match coming right up here on Grand Blue Fantasy versus Casa. It's Bisu versus our dear friend, and I don't know if it's a first-time entrant out of Jess Rexy-kun, but I'm excited to see the Catalina mirror for the first time on the stream regardless. We'll see how
I
perfect
don't
we
think
can
I
play.
recognize either of those players actually. When I was looking at the bracket earlier with like the first few signups, there was a lot of new names, which is awesome per usual. Whenever I see new tags in the mix, especially like the earlier signups, feels like a good sign.
Yeah, Bisu actually I know as a Belial player who made it incredibly far in an online tournament from last week. I think they might have entered Casa 2 weeks ago with a different character, but I think you would have recognized them if that were the case. Either way, nobody's making too strong of an impression within the first 30 seconds of this match. 67 seconds on the clock, both players at 100 meter, hovering just around 50% life. Cat just barely out of the range of the corner bounce on that EX lunge. If that were pre-patch, you know that would have been death right there. Basically.
Yeah, she's lost a lot of damage, a lot of like confirms from crazy ranges. I feel like everything in that zone has been toned down just a little bit. Definitely the kind of character that can be like make or break in those situations.
Yeah. Make a round go by in a flash, or break your controller and move that you can no longer wall bounce from a combo that seems to be nowhere near the corner. Point blank projectile from Rexy. Somehow it's as a counter hit. Very far super jump after a run up from Bisu goes uncontested. It was in that spot of anti-air where you're not sure if they'll cross up or not. And with that hesitation, you get washed. Not quite a launcher off of the throw bait, so Bisu gets to survive. And I mean, I'm not sure if they're surviving actually so still. They might be dead crouching towards that corner, but it's actually just patient play. Followed up by a DP, Rexy staying alive.
All right, I'm in the Grand Blue Matrix now. I can't wait to join you in the middle of this match.
It was 2 back throws consecutively. Cat left surprisingly close. Bisu takes the first game, and I think once you load in, you will see the first most important thing in the mirror match, establishing which color is being played by which player. Bisu is our friend who is in the silver Catalina costume, fighting against the blue-haired, blue-armored cat, who's now being faced in a corner situation thanks to a counter-hit lunge that traded with a projectile. Huge pickup here for Bisu. Great situational awareness, but drops the combo towards the important part that would have kept the opponent in the corner. But a spacing-based throw bait. No overhead, no forward movement, no jump, just simple, small adjustments, and the hesitation and loss of certainty as to what was going to happen next just left Rexy rotate teching. Another favorable trade for Bisu, who's using the lunge as a projectile rather than Rexy, who's more stuck with the ice ball, which is not going to be winning the trades as favor of a full punish.
Lunge is also
just the wall bounce.
So high reward. Like if you get a good one off, that trade is not in your favor.
Yeah. And corner counter hit lunge, leading to a full combo. With punish into EX lunge in the corner, also leading to a full combo. That's the combo that takes Bisu up 2-0 in this cat mirror. And the second game was even faster than the first. Thankfully, Rexy has 3. Thankfully for Rexy, anyway. I'm sure Bisu is enjoying the speedrun. Would have even enjoyed winning first to 2, like all of my tournament entering friends and fiends. I honestly feel good about
first to 2.
Quickly, yeah, right, winning the first to 2 before the opponent gets to make changes that you know they could have. Spoken like a true player who uses command grabs.
So I'm actually not sure if I'm like a full game behind you, but
we're at 83 seconds on the clock in game
81
right now.
80.
Yeah. Yep.
All right, nice. So the jump in there, converting it to like crouch and medium was really slick. It was kind of perfect spacing. Felt like nothing else could really land there, but Bisu made the very most out of it.
And that is great meter building for both players. Demonstrated.
Fireball
they
war.
agreed to shoot some ice balls.
Truly a mirror match.
Yeah. You could probably see off the reflection of that beautiful ice from Cat. Only the freshest water making that ice.
Crystal clear, double filtered.
Yeah. Now this is that fireball trap spacing. I think Bisu can make great use of this. But Rexy very adamantly fights out. Yep. And it was with buttons and activity rather than passive.
Seeing some
active again on the throw tech though. That was a powerful one. Can you super after this?
Wow,
yeah,
that's not over.
Max damage combo, and it's a great use of this.
Still real capable of doing damage.
Yeah, and now regular throw or overhead is still on the phone, I think. Overhead's like a 6% chunk even without the counter hit.
Ooh, great punish. This is a huge comeback potential here.
Capable of the same combo, but this one has SSBA involved. This can do huge damage. I think it will leave Blue Cat here with the life lead, just a small one. So Bisu's got to fight defensively here. Stuck in the corner, and there's great Oki here too.
And you said overhead doesn't come out.
Yep.
Just trying to chip here.
Yeah, Rexy's more in danger of the chip.
More chip.
Still alive though.
Oh,
and to avoid the guaranteed chip situation, Bisu stays alive, and in doing so takes the set 3-0, looking like the dominant cat here. But I think Rexy was putting up the best fight in the last game, which could bode well for them going into losers, because I'd still feel pretty good about how close that last round came down to, and the round that got taken earlier. Yeah, Rexy already with the GGs in chat, feeling good about it. I mean, not as good as winning, surely, but not discouraged. Hopefully not, anyway. Because they put on a good show for us here. And the show continues, thanks to some of our lovely supporters on Matcherino, which you can be one of as well, with a simple use of !Matcherino in the chat, which I can demonstrate. You'll be taken to our page at which you can press contribute and type Casa GBVS 27 to make 50 cents spawn out of thin air. Into our prize pool, of course. You gotta, thankfully, it automatically falls in. You don't have to place it. I'll get doing that
yeah,
myself
it's a wide net we've cast under it.
Yeah. Don't forget to sign in, of course. I don't know why I can never stay signed in on Matcherino, but thanks to social integration, I can just do it with clicks rather than typing.
Yep. Yeah, I've got my Twitter page linked. I think that makes the most sense, especially with the quests along the side of the thing. You can get those 10 cents here and there posts going, retweet, find some new friends online, of course, in this
Yes.
age of COVID.
Some best friends you can
And
make, really.
in supporting them, you end up supporting the pod too. Yeah, I mean, you know, I've seen Diaphone making the rounds on the social tabs.
Yeah, there's a chance, by the way, that you could be supporting me tonight, depending upon how well my match with Okeskeme, the Narmaya player that has beaten me previously on Casa, goes. We're playing on stream next. Just waiting on Okeskeme to join.
Be excited to see Okeskeme play. I feel like Narmaya is a little bit underrepresented now with so many new, you know, options in Season 2 matchups. Characters traditionally kind of high skill ceiling, but potentially like underrated. Or I've always felt that they have a lot of tools. You know, with 8 specials in the tank, you can almost always cycle through something and still have utility ready. So it'll be nice to see a little bit more of this character, see some play. I think there's still some high-level players that are using Nara, but with, you know, Kag and Belial, there's now more options, especially for people who like the technical style characters.
Yeah, they'll find that in Kag. With Belial, they'll find a character that can press jump and then already
Big
have
button.
inserted a very rewarding step, or they can press H and be in your face off of a
Mhm.
9-frame 4H, and you cancel into a +1 block fireball. It's combo and hit +1 block. You know, all the things you would want.
Yeah,
to be
you get to
like-
do all the Nara stuff, but condensed.
Yeah.
He has 8 specials. They're just 2 of them are in each button.
Yeah, you're right. That makes sense to me. Anyway, Scammy's arrived, and I opened with some solo commentary after you got kicked by your router, or you kicked your router. I'm not sure which.
Oh, it's way over there. I'd have to have way longer legs for that. But I will jump in for now. I'll let you do your
turn.
own thing, just like I did.
Thanks.
This is teamwork.
Yeah, absolutely. In the 1v1 game, we still have teamwork.
Thought of the intro rock. Very serious. You gotta love these like incredibly unfunny back and forth that some of the characters have. There's no levity at all. Just like stare down and going right into it. Fireball's full screen. This is kind of where you want to be against Narmaya. She can get right in your face and counters on like good mid-range. Ooh, just blowing her up right there. Gonna see a lot of aggression from our friend Monkey when it's applicable. Cooldown still up for the DP. Just about to come back online. Seeing a fireball, get some stocks here. And Okeskeme just sort of fishing for a good whiff punish. Oh, finds one. Ooh, great confirm off of that too. Oh, nothing off of the next one here. But corner pressure, Monkey finds his way out, gets that cross up, kind of side switches here into an overhead for good damage, and of course corner pressure. All right, just get me out of here. Another side switch. They're trading corner back and forth here. I'm just waiting. Turns it off. Looks for maybe a reversal. Not gonna find it. Again, just walking Monkey down. He's gonna be happy to just take corner instead of damage. There we go. A little bit of safe pressure. And again, backs off. Definitely knows Monkey's game plan. Oh, Monkey switched it out. Counter pressure here. You think I'm gonna reversal, and here's this command grab. And enough damage to take that first round. First of all, how beautiful. A little bit of a Hamlet pose here. Ooh, big super jump. And to DP, you do have to remember, you're going to have to bait this out mid-string. You're going to have to bait this out the middle of Monkey's strings on offense when he's +2. Oh, cross-through gets stuffed. Nice. Gotta be able to check those in this matchup to really shut down any sort of like fake offense. Good overhead there, well spaced. Yeah, get out. No chance. Oh, great. Dodges the command grab. Doesn't really get anything off the combo there. There could have been a lot of damage in the corner. Ooh, really good bait there. And here's the damage we were talking about. Big super. Oh, this is real close. This is not too scaled. I think this could be a dub. Nice. Wow. It hit like a truck. Okay, 1-1 in the first game. Perfect space for Nara to win the Fireball War. Ooh, gets right in. DP coming out. Safe Fireball. Gunflame. Oh, and just sways through the bus frames there. Really clever. Alright, command grab working out. This is gonna get swayed. Yeah. Alright, steals a turn. Take that knockdown. No DP for another second. Here it comes. Wow, great catch on the Fireball. Oh, that could have been some damage. Crossover. Throw. Safe pressure. Looking for it. Great with punish, no confirm. Alright, hard knockdown. What do we do after this? Really don't want to get hit by Wake Up TP here. Anything kills. Oh, the low! Check your legs! Monkey doing a really good job of catching on to the moments where Okazaki may be looking for some aggression and really sort of skipping a beat to set up a momentum that's a little bit harder to catch onto. Checking with those lows, getting the command grabs in. Definitely going to help him along for game one.
Believe in victory. Battle 1. Engage.
Back to neutral. Get poked. Overhead coming out. Ooh, bait for DP. Alright, hard knockdown. Back to mid-screen. Good pressure. Just a little too far out for that 2M. Oh, great challenge there. Here it is. Alright, what do we get mid-screen? Just a little bit of pressure. Let's sort of skip the turn on offense. Uh-oh. Damage.
Battle 2. Engage.
And nice slow openers here. No one wants to really commit to a button mid-screen, especially Percival's ability to swing that standing heavy. Has the corner now. Great neutral jump. Really clever way to kind of keep space, but also keep the pressure on. TP comes out. Hardest knockdowns. Oh, another one. Good response. And we take that side switch. Figura stance. Gets sniped. Oh, command grab. Is this enough damage? Oh no. Just goes for the reset. We're pretty happy here, just chipping Narmai out slowly if we can get back into neutral. Goes for the overhead, a little bit greedy. Okazaki sniffs it out. Oh yeah, clipped by a fireball. Okazaki reaching kind of a corner state that could have swung that game. Corner pressure huge for this character. Leads to those 50-60% combos that we've seen at least once before in this match. Love the use of the air pinwheel there. Alright, we need big corner carry. Take it. Meterless, love that. Alright, corner, safe jump. Skips a turn. Hold on that cooldown for a later date. Here we go. And that's all resources. That's the kind of cash out you want to have as Narmaya. Push towards the corner with little bits of damage. Using that meterless combo, even though it may not bring you all the way over, to save those cooldowns to really rack the damage on that one hit confirm. Really smart about Okazaki. Good meter usage. Ooh, you do not want to miss on that spot dodge. Really good use of the delayed, what is that move even called in this game? The like misfire. To steal his turns back and doing it from like sort of mid-screen, a couple character lengths away. Here we go, side switch. I'll take that over damage. No response. Overhead tags him. Hard knockdown here. Oh, tries to be kind of squirrely. Block button coming into play, perhaps. Wow, good jump in. Oh, nothing off of it. Bummer. Oh, again. I think that was an attempt at super. All right, EXTV coming out. We're gonna see another reversal here. Nope, chilling. Keeping the crouch dash ready, and oh, we can't spot dodge this. Oh, goes out. That sucks. All right. I was gonna say Okisame is still in this round, but a quick trade will change that completely.
Battle 2. Engage.
Just run up overhead, degenerate. Love to see it. Oh no, got too crazy too fast. Great side switch there. Super good awareness from Okisame to get this corner on DP. Absolutely optimal punish. Monkey lost everything on that DP. And pressure coming in hot. Monkey's going to adjust here. Great confirm there with a stance switch. Oh, big heavy. Nothing off of it. All right, good confirm there. Back in the game. Gun flame. Bit of a frame trap. Gets tagged.
Battle 3. Engage.
A lot of respect when the round starts. Both players just backing up a little bit, trying to figure out where they want to be next. No one wants to commit to that first hit. Again, a neutral. Ooh, big anti-air. Nothing off of it. Monkey trying to jump out of a -2 situation. Ooh, huge whip punish. No confirm. That's really tough to do off the medium. At that range, it may be just a little bit too slow. Oh, counter hit state. And again, the pushback for new Percival won't allow anything crazy off of that, but command grab goes off. And we've got regular super, gonna be close. Not quite enough damage. Oh, baited. That is not what you want to see as Percival. Life lead quickly being shredded. And we're gonna be in hard knockdown too. This is anyone's round here. Oh, the throw, not quite enough. So smart. The full range, barely crossed up. Almost kind of looking for another grab or something there.
Believe in victory. Battle 1. Engage.
Oof, jumps right over. Kind of a unique way to cross somebody up, but I respect it. If it works, it works. Oh, good little confirm there. Every little bit of damage matters, so recognize that counter hit state, even if you didn't want to commit to any super cancel there. And grab. It's better in the corner than it is mid-screen. Hard knockdown, and empty jump low. Just classic 2D fighter fundamentals on offense there. This fire goes off. Doesn't find its mark. DP comes out. Really good pressure strings from Monkey. Ooh, perfect spacing. And again, looking for those hard knockdowns mid-screen, setting up the gun flame, baiting something with this super. I think the Monkey believed that would happen no matter what, and was definitely right. Can grab again. Oh, doesn't finish his plate. All right, just finding one hit here. Any trade, any quick tag, a little bit of chip. Really wants to just get, yeah, those slow fireballs. Extra hard to spot dodge through that. You have to commit to the jump sometimes, depending on the option. Slow enough moving projectile, you might spot dodge right back into it. Yeah, this character is a bully. They gave Nika a suit of armor and a big sword. And no one regrets it for some reason. Focus Game's still in this. Been playing really solid this whole time. Great confirms from really unique ranges. Plenty of room to take this back. Just needs to really capitalize off of some offensive situations. Baiting a DP like that will definitely help them along. Ooh, great bait! The shimmy! Alex Smith, I know you've seen this before.
Battle 2.
People love the overhead in this game, but walk back heavy still does a lot of damage depending on the character you're playing. Alright, looking for a reversal. Can't find it. Monkey playing just a little bit more conservative than usual. Just the right amount. Still going in. Wow, great parry. That was sick. That button blows up safe jumps. Super important to have that on lock when you are in Kagura stance. And Skimmy just sitting outside of fierce range, really knowledgeable to like just be right there for those whiff punishes if possible. Okay, safe pressure, another throw. Is this a loop? Does this count as a loop though? Uh-oh. Oh no! Falls out of the overhead! Okay, can't think about that. The overhead. The anti-air. The underhead. Ooh, great delay on the jab there, just in case a reversal came out, but not quite enough damage to finish. Oh, Monkey! Get sniped! We do not need full animation there for a kill. And it looks like 3-2 to Okisugame. Nice, great job. Yeah, I think I don't know, those matches are going to be stressful even if you win, right? Like you're on that last hit almost every game in that set. Good stuff to Okisugame, maintaining a certain slight dominance over Monkey in bracket historically. I see Jeff in chat. What's up, Jeff? Thanks for tuning in. Decent in the lobby. All sorts of Granblue, Granblue Hollywood superstars in here. We got decent on the setup.
Did Normaya's age get bigger or something recently? Damn.
In the regular stance.
Yeah, my choice there was like,
Nah, it's just
let
good.
me do fireball so that I can have less of a hurt box and not get counter hit and die off of it, and then
No, that move is really good. It's just
got age.
the whole character is like secret good.
man.
I
now
think
I'm
that
regretting
H is
not
like
pressing my H.
9 or 10 frames. It's like it's if Bilal didn't move you forward, you know.
Ah, yeah, okay. Same kind of deal.
Yeah, it's fast. It's super fast. It confirms into a handful of things, including super, as you now are very aware of.
Yeah.
But it's like it's kind of just to like whiff punish and snipe somebody.
Yeah, you can also counter hit people with it.
Yeah, it's hard to get a follow up with counter hit except for like a special confirm. Because the recovery.
Yeah, always good. Same kind of deal with Belial there. You're always canceling this thing into combo starting special moves.
I was gonna say, speaking of whiff punishes.
Leaving Decent on the verge of dead here, but
Ooh.
Decent was left with no resources.
Signs of life here.
With even new Season 2 combo, keeping it grounded. Still getting some good corner. Oh, but doing the taunt after the SPD.
Oh wow, her mask. Also, that mask is horrifying. I don't know if the mask is a good choice. It's so scary. Just the face. Ooh, duff. Oh,
Kill. R.I.P.
love to see it.
Not caught on hit. That's the only way you could have died in that situation.
I'll say this every
What
week.
happened?
Decent does this for us.
Yeah. Still showing us the Ladiva max damage potential.
Yeah, Decent's really made this character work in Season 2. I know that they've been playing a little bit of Swords as well. Potentially for certain matchups, I'm not sure. But
I'm not really sure either.
finding ways
a bit
to...
of a downgrade.
Yeah, it's tough. I mean the character does have tools that are different, better.
Definitely, definitely.
Um,
You're a little bit safer tossing out a Sora's dash punch from far away rather than Ladiva Lariats, but Ladiva Lariat reward can still be pretty huge. Counter hit Lariat can still launch into sweep at midstream, and in the corner you still pick up the same kind of combos. We saw a glimpse of that in the first round, but that round was all Bisu.
Battle 3, engage.
Belial, scary.
You know,
Plus
he'd be
frames
a
on
little
2M.
scared of me if it weren't also familiar, right? The Belial game plan, 3 in a row so far. Bisu has throw baited using JU, instant JU on Decent. And Decent's getting caught with some bread and butter combo damage afterwards. Also on block 2N, but not overzealous, knowing the damage will come and it will be reliably hit confirmable when it does. So we see a super there, but not in the range of the cinematic.
No animation.
One more touch.
You think that animation would have killed?
No. No, Ladiva Life should be fine. And by that I mean a pick.
Oh, baited?
And Belial applies tons of chip with his best fireball in the game, so
Yeah.
not fine.
The mix is coming together though. Oh, dump! Oh,
Wonder if that spring jump was
oh,
air grab.
that
Did
trade
you
was
see?
stressful.
Yeah, stressful for both players. Decent was so close to pulling that back, just with a couple big rewarding reads towards the end. If that were an air grab, I would have been screaming for Decent. Most
Yeah.
decent thing I ever would have seen.
Run up to Speedy. Get out of here.
That was inconsiderate.
Ooh,
And
alright.
pick up.
Oh, this is gonna suck.
That was what she's
Good
capable
bounce.
of.
Yeah, one more of those and that's the round. But yeah, Bisu out of there. You know, spin control for this character puts you in a really good spot. But doesn't work out here.
Really bad spot to be dealing with such an ambiguous jump in. I think Bisu was left wondering, should I anti-air this? Is it going to cross me up? And then got counter hit trying to do 2H a little too late.
Battle 2, engage.
Yeah. Yeah, you gotta have that block button on Smash for when you think you should 2H but you shouldn't.
Yeah, exactly.
If you want to press something, there's always an option for it on defense.
The Belial projectile is very, very difficult to deal with because of the follow-ups. Punishing both rolls and spot dodging means you're pretty much giving him meter by blocking it. And of course he might sear it into you. You can air block it, but he'll set you up for a block grab. That was on hit, so Decent was 2 punch for command grab. Bisu gets a full punish, setting up in your kill combo afterwards. A throw leaves it in chip range.
And backing out of there.
Attack. Yeah, that was a great attempt from Decent to be going for the SPD after the run-up. Almost got it. It was just a little too late. Bisu interrupted with the 2 while just in time. Narrow counter. But how much do you start with SPD?
Yeah, I think that Decent has shown that they're capable of getting that comeback momentum started, but Bisu's, I think, committing to that sort of return to neutral game plan, it's not a bad idea, even when it has not always served them well. It's definitely something that you want to be able to deal with versus Ladiva. You don't want to eat it from first grab. And Belial has plenty of work they can do, like midstream. Right there, cross up after the jump 5U, brutal. And now we see the animation. This one's like actually kind of fun to watch still. Like people get, you know, freaked out about the repetitive stuff, but like because that only hits right so often, it's kind of a treat, you know.
That's a good one too. Like
oh my god, casual command grab.
Was it casual command grab because it was quick input, or because it was so nonchalant with the way he approached and canceled?
It was nonchalant. It was like the anti-air option, trip guard command grab.
You know that command grab is a full pot buster input?
Half
circle
Wait,
back
what is
forward?
pot buster? Is that half circle forward? Like half circle back forward?
Yes.
That's wild.
More work than Ladiva has to do for her command grabs on that one.
I mean, I gotta say, when that thing hits, it feels like it's worth all the inputs there. It just feels like it comes out so fast, and it has that sort of like birdie effect of you see the gold flash, you're like, I gotta block, and then you get totally yanked.
Yeah, you're used to having to block after EX flashes from Belial because of the massive conditioning that blocking EX projectile does to you. But the trick I find is against any EX flash from Belial, there's a chance you're going to be able to mash buttons and interrupt because unless it is H he's canceling off of,
Hmm.
EX Fireball is not a true block string and is interruptible
Oh.
off of the normals.
Interesting.
So definitely consider that for things like auto combo cancel, if you use C2M getting canceled.
Yep.
I mean, it's not like, I mean, most of the time he is canceling off of the H, in which case he will be getting counter hit, but, you know, DP works too, and he can't stop the EX Fireball or the EX Omega, so if you're one of those privileged characters, neither of which he has, then you have an option.
Well, decent going for his other underprivileged character here, which I think is good just because I want to see some Suarez.
Absolutely.
Not where I want to see Suarez, and this isn't really where Suarez wants to be. Fights out, you know, just a little bit of a button press to regain it. Ideally, Suarez wants to be in that neutral space, but I think Belial is going to outclass him even there.
Also outclassed was Suarez on what felt like his first dash punch far away. Basically, he was coming and he landed on it with a jump in and a full combo. Great read, and knocked the middle one too. You know, there's new in that. You're Belial and you're just going.
Uh-oh. A little too early on the parry.
Oh,
Finding a little bit of mileage here. Oh no, yeah, step that up one out again too. You definitely have to be a little more careful against Bisu here.
yeah, and Belial has so much time to be in the air with JU. He might even, while floating from the first super round, you think you can punish him when he lands, maybe make him block one at least. He could just float with JU and still punish him. So it just keeps it harder. It's going to be harder at the end of the combo, at which super is spent. It's going to leave us in that pesky
full animation.
one overhead or one throw will kill range.
Yeah, scary mix-up zone here.
Yeah.
All right,
Or naked.
diaper install. Let's go. Party time. Oh wow, the parry. Not quite enough.
Party's not over yet. And it's still got one flex meter. He's in chip health.
Yeah,
He will
chip health is right.
kill him on hit, and
Cash out.
underneath put his clothes back on.
Yeah, unfortunate. That's a sad defeat, right? You gotta go grab your shirt and your pants and like leave.
Yeah, right. You got undressed thinking the whole party was about to pay attention to you, but they're still looking hot boy over here with only his partial nudity.
Is that an option? I'm like so entrenched in the anime, like lore that I just never thought that it could be anything other than Sora's like burning his clothes off.
I mean, that's the party trick too, you know?
I mean, yeah, it's like you make your stuff disappear, but if you can't find it again, I don't know. All right, so maybe a character switch back to oh wait, no, we've got a full player switch here. So are we looking at Okiskeme? Yep.
Yeah, it's Okiskeme and Zeron continuing in winners. And after commentating this one, I'm gonna go join Alex Smith in losers, where we belong.
Wow, the lore match.
Yeah.
The boys back together again.
Oh man, could have been me playing Zeron right now and potentially being sent to losers later. Instead, I get to see a little bit more of Okiskeme play, which is really important to me, right? Having just lost, I get to study what it's like for the 4/6 character to go against the 3/12 character. Learn a little bit more about the type of matchups.
Yep. Oh, this is key. Oh wow, the Halloween sword, really amazing. With the tiny jack-o'-lantern shield. Cosmetics in this game are great. I don't really want to grind story mode to get them. Oh no, parry does not work out.
I think if there were regular DP, that probably would have hit. But counter DP just took too long to punish Charlotta during her 8th stab and not 100 stab.
Yeah.
And what do we call them? What do you call them?
Which one? Oh, I call it 100 hands, but
yeah.
You know, I don't know how much trouble I can get into the Granblue community for naming all these moves after Street Fighter stuff.
They did it first. I changed Blanca Ball to Charlotta Ball though, because I think she used it more than offense. And also has more repetition.
Yeah, I think that is completely becoming hers. She's got kind of a majority stake of it.
Blanca
There we
Ball
go.
is all bouncing you in the corner and out of the Ooh, Charlotta owns that move.
Wow, owning the neutral space here too. One quick throw and now Narmaya kind of in the corner looking for a way out. That's one way to do it. Oh, tries for that side switch. Great parry.
Potentially became long-term decision to use, but he adamantly returned to mid-screen. On standing hits, you get a lot of corner carry if they don't stick the command dash in the fire. That was been quite appreciated. Zerom fought against it, but ended up not really ever being fully cornered, despite the threat being there for that entire round.
Battle 3, engage.
Yeah, I find Zerom really knows how to find their way around the stage, controlling space, but also sort of regaining it.
Yeah, you can look out for Zerom using a lot of back throw and then rolling to the other side.
The parry. Over there, gets challenged.
Familiar sight. AP after the overhead. I think it's only +1 on hit.
Interesting.
Maybe Narmaya in this camp, the faster ones, the faster ones, the faster ones. I mean, see how that works out for Scandal.
And there's another stance switch combo. Oh, and a counter hit. Oh no, there's nothing off of that. There's definitely a route to super there.
There, but didn't have the cooldown. Looked like 3 of them were on as I just caught the replay.
Yeah.
Try to catch the replay on a nice light low hit confirm from Zerom into super. Ultra reliable for Zerom. I think I'm up 1-0 in a nice slow paced game.
Believe in victory. Battle 1.
Yeah, 2 patient players, right? I mean, Skemmy's just coming off of a 3-2 win that went as long as possible, I think, like Grand Prix champion.
Yeah, all of your rounds went down to like 20 seconds or less, it felt like.
Yeah. And Zerom's even more patient than a player like me. With a character equipped to play that attrition game with chip from Charlotta Ball and from Thousand Hand Slap.
Yeah, Narmaya in some ways does the same thing. These misfinders, the delayed one lets you kind of slow your turn back and also does a good amount of chip. You know, you get a little bit off of some of your other specials, but in a situation like this, what you're really doing is trying to rack up a tiny bit of damage, but like slowly push someone to the corner and then just get one good hit. And like that could be you in the corner, like Makoto style, you know, like command grab.
Yeah.
Like zero to death there with the side switch, or it can be you pushing them slowly. But like one really good confirm.
Out of range. No punish. Unfortunate for him.
All right, chilling and looking for a way out. Great DP.
Is that one Aaron blockable? It must be on the first hit. I didn't see that.
I think so. Yeah.
Sign for that, but you gotta. If Zerom didn't commit anything, didn't get counter hit, they were definitely attempting a block there.
Right.
Right. Empty jump's such a strong option in this game. Being able to move forward without the threat of getting counter hit comboed from an anti.
Yeah. Yeah, and honestly, neutral jump is really good and slightly underrepresented. I think something that people are doing more often is finding good spaces for neutral jump. Like you saw earlier, Bisu baiting out the rush punches. Something you can do to Charlotta Ball maybe a little less effectively, but rather than jumping forward or back, finding spaces to cover that and to make it a little more dangerous to just throw it out in neutral. Because like you said, the chip is really important to the game plan, at least before the corner situation starts. So you need to find ways to kind of threaten, you know, decision making. Yeah. Ooh, and with dance switch for that was kind of cool.
You go to back to the screen though.
Yeah, you don't really want to be a neutral, but it was fun to watch. Oh my god, look at the damage on this though.
Yeah, it looks like 55.
Woof. Yep.
And
wow, gross. On the throw.
Big brain option for a big brain comeback.
Oh
on
no!
the
Misses the instant air. That sucks. Was that on cooldown? No, everything was up there. Maybe it was the wrong stance. That looked like it was supposed to be the instant air, the spin.
Yeah, I think she was in the wrong stance though.
Wow, bummer.
You can switch that at any time though, so it could have been an input error on that end.
Yeah, maybe there's an attempt to like switch on the ground after the poke and it didn't come out, but you can only do it safely while another button's out. So if you just do it in neutral, there's like recovery frames.
Yeah, you almost never see that.
Yeah.
You're on though.
Wow. Really riding the momentum on that input error.
Yeah, right. Straight to a perfect. And along the way on the perfect, we saw Skemmy not able to anti-air the demon flip from Zerom. Zerom has to take that as a sign that maybe they can push offensively, aggressively to close this out with 3-0 a little bit quicker than the first game might have anticipated.
Yeah, this is definitely Oki Skemmy's, you know, round to like turn back in their favor. I feel like you have a mental guard break like that sometimes, and you have to shake it off and say like, okay, I'm gonna go to neutral, I'm gonna figure this out, and you kind of have to like earn your own keep, so to speak.
Standing guard is very hard to break though. Overhead hasn't been successful yet, basically ever. And right there we are a contest with LL or the juggle. All
Yeah,
we
they're
can
using
damage
reversals.
it has rather than using just blocking or dodging it.
Basic damage.
Yeah, that's a kill. What little, as much damage as one could possibly achieve,
Yep.
all the way from down.
Explosive character.
You should look at her with no nonchalant, eyes closed, as she just did 55% like it's nothing.
Yeah. Casual beatings. Alright. Forward throw. A little bit of a mix. Nothing happens. You take that side switch, but a little too aggressive after the fact. Zero sniffing that out.
Yeah. Only because you're on me. Otherwise, I'd be with it.
Oh yeah, no, totally. That's absolutely what I would have done. I think that's a really good place for the reversal.
That can tap around quickly though, and I wonder if it is on Skemmy now to pick up the pace and win kind of more similar to how round one was going. Going for the too meaty of a throw got DP'd on instead. Pretty fortunate that there was a DP, so that we didn't see an LL up on it instead.
Yeah, I think in order to break Zero's guard, you do have to kind of turn things up and create high-pressure situations, but that can be difficult. You know, you have to be able to maintain control of your like own offense in the meantime.
I wonder if Skemmy wanted to cross over to the other side and then launch the opponent, not for a combo, but just to keep the combo alive.
Yeah. Wow. Big whip punish. Uh-oh.
Yes, out of range of
Not
wall
quite a
bounce.
wall bounce. That was a life or death moment.
Yeah.
About a character length away from losing that set. Alright, oh, and that's a 6-frame punish, no problem.
Wow. I should totally have that punish on deck. That's the punish distinguishes Zeron from me, because I was thinking that move was like a 5-frame punish only, and only Lance could get it, or maybe only normal.
No, it's a far range 6-frame. There may be some sort of active frame moment on that last hit if it's spaced right, but yeah, you can definitely tag that with a far light normal.
Okay, cool. Good news.
Yep.
More tournament run for me on stream. Alex Smith and I are coming up. So if anybody was disappointed by what happened last, I give you now the chance to witness more disappointment. Or be happy and just enjoy the ride of a good fighting game match, because that is always promised when it's Alex Smith joining your community for the first time, as he has done this week. Just after 2 weeks after playing the game, you can see he's already SS rank playing that Charlotta. Hope you're not tired of the character. Here's
That
Alex
is wild.
a lot
What a
faster
grind.
than Zeroms, I will say.
Yeah, I'm certain Alex would just smoke me out in this game. Notoriously, in New England tournaments, I've been losing to him anytime I run into him in a bracket, no matter what the game is. And just like hyper offense, good decision making, but sometimes the dice get rolled very hard through the table even. So I think this will be a really fun match to see both these players really confident in their aggression and capable as well. All right, some lights on the table. DP coming out. Monkey is gonna shut that down real fast. And really active on defensive options. Alex looking for those spot dodges over sort of a wait and see game plan. Another DP gets sniffed out. Monkey ran this matchup recently, so may have a read on Alex's defensive decision making that's bringing him right through round one. Back at it. Parry start the round. Don't touch me. Good whip punish there. Another one, just swatting that sword away. Oh, baited. Love to see it. No punish on deck. Good Charlotta ball here. Corner getting ever closer. And Alex happy to sit and wait. Find the damage where it comes up. Ooh, good conversion. Overhead blocked. And baited again. Those -2 situations, Alex knows when to sit and wait for just a little bit more aggression. Again, both these players know each other as hyper-aggressive, reversal-friendly. Ooh, great reversal there. Some screen on that too. That was a whiff punish EXDP. Alright, spot dodge in. Nothing from it. Throw gets broken. No aggression after the throw. Ooh, wow. That looked like it hit the first hit. Ball bounce. Hard knockdown. Alex with no sort of spring-loaded OP yet, but fundamentally sound enough to find good counter hit, throw pressure, and another one. Nice. Yeah, seeing Charlotta piloted by Alex makes perfect sense. Guilty Gear May player. All that sort of forward movement, you know, strong offensive options, and honestly lack of defensive options means that the toolset should be really familiar, and the need to get out of pressure through normal means that Alex can, you know, forego DP, but also has it ready when needed. Wow, huge whip punish there. Interrupts the startup frames with that huge fierce. And damages the corner, but not quite enough. Overhead will take it.
Battle 2, engage.
Oh wow, no anti-air. Jump arc just a little bit too narrow. And Alex falling into a classic fireball trap. Spot dodging to get hit. Not a lot you can do about that. You gotta sort of hold it. Oh, baits the throw with overhead. The monkey isn't special. And another overhead. Alright, corner time, and Super's probably gonna make that non-issue. Eating it up 1-1.
Believe in victory. Battle 1, engage.
Alright, watch your legs. And again, sweeping the DP. A little bit of extra damage on the board. Throw game fully installed. First coming out. And Monkey stealing a turn with that command dash. And one stock. Two stocks. Alright. Still sitting in mid-screen. No real big threats outside of a sweep super. Let's do a decent amount of damage. Monkey feeling confident in neutral. But being pushed towards the corners surely but slowly. Oh. Huge damage here if this goes off. Oh, no Blanca ball. Charlotta ball, we're calling it that now. Just taking it back. Oh. Fight. Throw and overhead. So Alex sort of implementing a really classic strike throw game and just playing very straightforward fundamental 2D here. Good jump in, no confirm. A little too high up. And just looking for a reversal on those, even those -2 situations. It's honestly anyone's game as to where the DP is going to come out. There's one now. Good command grab on that overhead. And happy to take the scale damage. Oh, goes for the poke, doesn't find it. Great neutral jump. Fireball trade in Percival's favor for the time being. But we are on that last hit scenario if the wrong Charlotta ball hits counter. Alright. Happy knocking on the door. Oh no! Wrong punish and this could be it. Wow. Steals it from the clutches to bring it up to 2-1. That Standing Fierce was super unfortunate. I think the light would have comboed into DP. We would have had a potentially different outcome there.
Believe in victory. Battle 1. Engage.
Oh, Dragon, the Demon Flip goes under. Unfortunate. Right at 13th, never lucky. And getting a lot of pressure in the corner here. Alex happy to block that out. Gets the reversal off. Not quite a clean combo. Oh, counter reversal doesn't come through. And big damage. Ooh! The shimmy goes off. Full screen overhead. I say full screen. Feels like full screen sometimes. That's full screen if I've ever seen it. Super connects. Seals the deal. Always have to be on the lookout for 5H, especially in this matchup. It can be difficult sometimes for Charlotta to get in, so good on Monkey to really find success in that space. Alright, the reversal baits are starting to come out. Unfortunate, air, I guess not an air-to-air if it was blocked. Alright, necessary reversal. Side switch. Overhead works for now. There's a jump. Great command grab. We're taking damage in Oki here. Not so much damage. Oki is at least worth it. Fireball pressure in the corner. Happy to take the chip, but oh no, that's gonna hit. Not quite enough damage to seal this. Oh, that overhead was close to being an end of game, but no. The L shape of the knight there. EXDP, not going to work out for Monkey in that round. Alright, throw game established. Overhead's almost trade. And sort of fuzzy not guarding out of these overhead setups. Way better than getting hit on the ground counter hit, but still putting Monkey in a bad position. Evening up the life bars though. It's real close. Oh, good block on the overhead. No block on the overhead. Oh no! The whip punish! Is that gonna be it? Wow! Great whiff punish into buffer there for Alex to seal that. I think that was that 3-1? 3-1. Wow, good stuff to Alex. Yeah, week 2 of this game already. Those anime fundamentals, the Street Fighter fundamentals coming into play big time. Character pick definitely falls right into synergy with his roster in other games, in my experience. So yeah, good stuff. We'll see Alex move on there. I think in some ways you could think of that as an upset based on the prevalence of monkey business in these brackets, but at the same time, I mean, it would not surprise me to see someone seasoned like that pick up a game that is really sort of fundamentals driven and be able to have some success. So really showing a level of prowess and like quick skill floor development, I guess, over 2 weeks. That's wild. Monkey dead on the setup. Hate to see it. I think that ends the tournament life for our co-commentator, which is in some ways good news for you guys, because it means that I'll have someone joining me once again in the future. We've got Vengeance in the chat. Very exciting.
Catalina versus Narmaya.
And Okisgami back up to play against Rexy.
I'm never giving anyone games ever again.
I think Yeah, I mean, traditionally, I would say Alex would be the one you have to sniff out the set play from, but I think because you've had more time to develop your playbook in this game, so you're definitely on the I guess the forefoot of dirt, right? So yeah, maybe you gave away a little bit too much of the playbook there, but I mean, Alex just also played well. Some of those buffers.
We were playing first. We were playing rounds 3 out of 5 for like 100 games, bro. He knows everything about me now.
I mean, like, to like you said, you started playing like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
So to grind out ranked to like SS and play like first to 100 in lobby with you in 2 weeks means that he's putting in the time. Like,
hey, I think what we're finding is that falling back down to S rank is where you get powered up. You know, if you get humbled by the online match, you can play perfectly well in tournament, nice and patient. Really slowed down the pace, and I think that's what Rexy's going to be looking to do here against Okizeme.
yeah, I think that Rexy's gonna have to find a way to slow this down because Okisame's offense right now in this corner is really incredible. All right, tags out, but gets a little bit too squirrely with it. Gets tagged off the lunge, and you do not want to be getting hit in the corner with this character, as we've seen previously tonight. Not quite enough damage there, but safe jump into some stuff. This is what you need to do. You have 8 supers or specials with this character, so if you need to do a distance, relatively safe crescent jump into stance switch into your projectile to get some chip on the board, you can usually do it. Honestly, what's going to be interesting to see is how Okizeme can go toe-to-toe in neutral with this character who has buttons that arguably outclass Narmaya, but if you are using her correctly, I think that she can really compete through the use of the Mistfinder.
Right, Mistfinder will help, but so does air mobility and the general speed play as soon as the knockdown is achieved. Just with no more space to walk backwards, bubble, and bigger conversion off the overhead would have helped them a lot right there.
Yeah, I think Rexy needs to find more in neutral and find more like a more active neutral if possible, and yeah, find those punishes off of something like the dash in.
Yeah. One of the many ways that Narmaya has to bypass the big button threats of characters like Cat or Percival is that Moonsault. You saw it used right outside of the range of Catalina's H, straight into victory with the mix that followed. Okizeme, who can use that some more against Rexy, who still is looking for answers. Very fast EX Moonsaulters from Narmaya, so answering with 2H can be very difficult, but Cat DP is unblockable on air hit for the first hit, so that could be a good answer too. Also, if she's in Moonsault, she can't block in the air. So
right.
If you do manage situation time, that is really good too.
Yeah, that can lead to a ton of damage. But this corner positioning is really tough for Catalina. Like you said, those moonsaults can be really abusive and even sometimes have frame advantage after the fact. Throw game is very effectively installed here. And yeah, the pressure strength that this character has, look at this. The range, it's just making Rexy uncomfortable. There's no really great options from that exact range. You're whiffing with your 5H. I guess you could try to get a fireball game started, but
trying to
you have to keep in mind
a big hurt boxes on the big Catalina buttons do, and I think Narmaya's buttons are the opposite, where they have a little bit more favorable of a hurt box ratio, less on the hurt box side, both on startup and on recovery. One of the lasting changes to Catalina is the lingering hurt box effect on for H and far end. Could be on the lookout for Okizeme full converting on those whip punishes, especially if the corner's nearby.
Yeah, and looking for that sort of frame advantage moment to like walk and block with Catalina is really important in this match as well. Oh, that's sick. Good hard knockdown. If you space that properly, you can actually get, I think, a 2M afterwards too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, with the far H into like heavy Mistfinder.
I was wondering if Skemmy had a conversion to the super that would work well from that range, but I only think SSPA has the range you need for that to work.
Exactly, yeah, you can do it with SSPA, but the other one, it's, sometimes you'll see, oh man, I'm forgetting his name right now, I'm totally blanking, the guy who plays Johnny, in Guilty Gear.
A3R.
No, the
Oh.
Japanese player who like wins Evo
Omito?
every year. Starts with an
Omito?
O. Omito,
Oh,
thank you. Yeah, you'll see him do these like heavy into command dash super, just to get the like horizontal distance. So there's some ranges where you can do that, but it's hard, I guess I would say.
With the wide cancel window on the minus far H and the 2-hit effect on her close H, if you press H and it makes contact, you have plenty of time to make your decision on cancels.
Yeah.
You saw that Scammy was able to convert off the first hit of
Ooh.
Super, or cancel into EX for a launcher. Also, yeah, what?
Looking more like okay, Scummy right there with a full screen command dash cross through.
I was like, alright, so at what point do I start holding the block button? Because I want to be able to anti-air if he does go in the air boots
all
all
the
out of
time.
command dash, right? I mean, it becomes the case that you start to just hold the block button as soon as you see her sliding. And that's well and good, you know, you won't get hit for the full launcher, but if you get moonsaulted over, she just gets to say plus in your face. Here's that launcher demonstrating its damage. A little bit too far for the moonsault, I guess. Whatever that was.
Yeah, there's some ranges where oh wow, faded, bummer. There's ranges where the moonsault is not a frame advantage, and also when you have EXCP, if you're feeling uncomfortable against moonsault and cross through in general, like you might as well be holding the block button to force a grounded response, because like unless you know that you're able to anti-air the moonsault, which I think that, you know, if either one is hitting, then you might as well block either one and then be able to threaten your EX reversal on the landing. But it's tough. I think that the crux of her like advantage state comes with being able to mix up that particular situation and then like with corner pressure.
I would say quick DP is really good against it, but in that tricky situation when you're trying to anti moonsault and she might cross over you with the momentum from it, then your quick DP could turn into a use of the opposite special move that you wanted to use, now with a longer cooldown because you tried to quick use it and then get locked out of it for a while, which is horrible.
Yeah, you definitely have to watch spacing. There's only really one or two spots where so like the momentum of that, it will always land the side that it hits on if it's the one out of command dash, and it's the air one that can like the instant air one that can sort of like bounce backwards, or like just like the regular jumping one. So the command dash one is the grounded version, so that'll always hit the same side that it, or like land on the same side that it hits on. So I think the input for that is pretty clean. Like you can input it during the block stun and still be pretty comfy. But then if you do like the neutral jump one and you do the A version, it can bounce back. Or not neutral jump, but like it's just like the jumping version in midair. It can bounce back if you do the A version. So that's the one where it can like screw with your inputs quite a bit.
See, and also just even from that description, not having a knowledge of like what button does what on Narmaya, I'm still kind of lost.
Yeah.
So like that means it must be usable for that exact reason in that in that method.
Yeah, she's one of those characters where like, you know, the initial gripe was always just like, well, a lot of her stuff isn't real. But like if you have a, you know, mile-long playbook of things that aren't real, like you're in pretty good shape.
Yeah, she's one of the best characters.
Yeah.
With enough tools that don't stand out on their own, but could potentially mix together to stand out, you can count on a fighting game player to figure out exactly how to mix them in order to apply the mix.
Yeah. Yeah, it's people always have this sense of like fundamental play and it being the superior version, but oftentimes you get players who just really know how to cycle through their options and how to introduce like bad situations in the game state, and like I think my favorite version of that was like early DBZ Sonic Fox, where the conversation was often like Sonic is the best in scrambles, so Sonic will create scrambles specifically because they are capable of like getting out of them you know, more safely than their opponents are.
Right, the one-sided scramble where you have the offensive foresight to be active in a way that the opponent feels they need to be defensive because they're unfamiliar with what's going to happen next. whether those are air reset or something like guilty gear air tech traps. Those are things that less experienced players have to totally modify.
Oh yeah.
Like earlier in a set, Alex dropped a combo with Charlotta against me, and I happened to know it would drop some match experience, and then I was already matching all for a full punish on the ground rather than checking to see what happened, right?
Right.
That can happen a lot, and it's often good just to be looking to do those kinds of things, just to test what can happen and what you might be able to take advantage of, and even as a future mistake or accident.
Yeah. And you know, that's not to say that just like very straightforward solid play isn't effective, because obviously it is, and we're seeing two good examples of that right now. Neither of these players go too deep into their nutty options with their characters, at least like at the beginning of a match.
Yeah, we haven't much
they
in
know
the
that they
way
can.
of block and counter from these two, by the way, which is always a good sign from a wild player. Not just randomly doing it, like doing it on reaction to stuff that they know will be punishable, like long recovery projectiles. Is really powerful. Doing
Right.
it wake up is god awful. Also, that damage is massive.
Yeah, and we haven't seen too many of those like long, like we haven't seen those getting punished from Bisu too often, which means that they are using it pretty effectively.
Mhm.
Because
Yeah.
when you see that get punished, you remember, because it's like a chapter of the book. Like, like the character walks halfway across the screen and then shrugs.
Yeah, and during the shrug, he takes 50%.
Yeah.
Or they just throw him. Hopefully, he's dead by then.
Yeah. But like Bisu showing really good stagger pressure here, just kind of walking back out of the corner. Zerom knowing that nothing is quite over there, and really having trouble finding options to challenge something like 5H from this character, which makes perfect sense.
Yeah, nobody has any challenge Lyle's 5H. Jumping would be probably the best bet.
Yeah, and even that,
It's not like
scary.
you're like jumping on a reaction to it or jumping with just a hit. If you're in the corner, you have no place to walk back to make a flip. It's the most threatening button ever when you're in the corner and he's chilling at the ideal spot. Oh, counter hit second DP. I didn't think that Charlotta gets a combo off of that. It looks like you're on did
I think she does, but it looks like maybe the medium connects in the light.
Yeah. Oh,
Man throw.
does a lot of damage when you do that whole pop buster input.
Yeah, I think I only ever see it easy input, and you know, it hits like half of a regular throw, so I'll take that throw pretty much any day of the week. Ooh, is that gonna wrap up? Nice.
Zero
Magnet hands.
Just colliding in the air with the JU from Belial left Bisu in a really rough spot, and then air to airing it successfully on reaction to the like 30 frames of startup on JU. Zero showing great comfort in the matchup right there.
Oh wow, great tag on that throw whiff. I also just realized Belial has Gordo's like punch uppercut. It's a cool looking punch.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate that I have to hate this character's guts, because I think they're designed beautifully. Like animations are super crispy.
Yeah, I love the
Obviously,
colors.
very swaggy. Yeah, color palettes are all really good.
It's been a great time to be someone who emits red and purple energy. Look at all that right there. EX Asimodeus.
There's some red for you right there.
And there's full screen covered in it now with SSDA. The light bar turned pretty red too, turns out. At about 45%.
Yep.
This is what's wild about that. EX Asimodeus is one of the best buffers in the game for its -4 safety on block. And in the corner, of course, full combo and hit, and it's the least scaled starter, enabling death combos like that. And with both EX Fireball and EX Asimodeus starting combos, you have plenty of Narmaya-esque opportunities to play for your cooldown and rinse and repeat with high damage no matter what hit you hit.
Yeah, and you can get some corner carry out of that too.
Hard knockdown here. East chooses it, knowing that the pressure will probably build them successful combos back. And
Wow, that was sick. And yeah, the 2H keeps the range, I think, necessary for the cinematic. Not quite enough damage to kill. Bisu ready to wait and see.
One throw check could put Zero into a chip kill situation. It's almost a death sentence against Belial, but why I'm surprised we're not seeing more fireballs.
There we go. There's something to disrupt the offense a little bit. I think Bisu gave up quite a bit of screen in order to keep that looking like a safe chip out situation, and maybe could have paid for it if Zerom had found the right counter hit just a little bit closer to the corner.
Yeah, only would have paid for it though with the cost of a round. I think that's the kind of DP you do to take a game when you're already up one. You know?
Yes, absolutely.
Second hit of H, always covering the potential whip punishment that people are looking to do with this.
Yeah, it's definitely not a committal button, I would say.
As for Lada, your best hope if you do see the first hit whip, you can't really react and interrupt the second hit before it comes out, and you might be in range of the second hit being blocked, so you might just have to quick DP from that
Oh wow, the jump over was great.
Yes, really sniffed out. I'm gonna watch the replay on this one. Yo, Zerom's really good at knowing when the opponent feels the need to do a mix-up, and mix-ups in Grand Prix all require some kind of middle forward movement or an overhead space a lot of time during which the player cannot block. Zerom always is punishing these by jumping over them, and Charlotta's jump is so shallow that she's greatly equipped to do so.
Yeah, full jumping punish is really rough to eat when you're missing your overhead too.
Yeah. I've even seen Zerom counter hits out of jump hits against overhead and still be able to convert into double hits doing it, which is really unfamiliar for most players.
It's definitely really tough to make Zerom. I think their reactions or their game sense is just like out of control good. It's difficult to crack them, and oftentimes you are getting punished for it. Like maybe right here, oh no, it gets blocked and counter punish.
It's still dead here. Even with just one hit of H from far, it's real unskilled going into super.
Yeah, you're only really getting a benefit from your full combos if you're like cashing out all your resources. With a lot of characters, really.
Oh, you throw baited yourself. You're representing the defensive overhead. Nice
defensive mix.
You heard the sound effect for a couple of mine earlier in the day, but even if you hear the sound effect sometimes, you can still get thrown. Only like frame 3 or 1.
And that jump 5U just a little bit too late. Zerom finds their way out, and like we said earlier, just not going to respect the Unreal mix. Like things have to be safe jump tight in order to even have a chance to work on Zerom.
Believe in victory. Battle.
Yeah, and Zerom has a tendency, I think, to never just DP raw, because Zerom's knowledge is that it's a perfect threat, and then rather wait for the DP to interrupt frame traps or potential block. And one of the biggest changes to Grand Blue in Season 2 that nobody really talks about because it's not character is that light can now be chained to be true uninterruptible block strings, or just the frame traps with small gaps in between, which actually gives the player on offense a lot of freedom to beat DP only when they choose to. You can force DP to knock them out or potentially bait it. Huge change, and that also contributes to the counter hit light game. Big air hit ton on lights now means you go into medium, very reliable, very much 3/5 style game mechanic, by the way.
Yep. Oh, another defensive overhead. Not gonna let Bisu get away with any sort of grab here, and it's like you're trading half a life bar for a chance at 10% with that kind of thing. It really shuts down the grab game mentally, because you feel like you're not really gonna get anything off of it if you're putting up half your life.
The consequences will be so severe, and there is no way to actually have a mix-up without a throw game, so it makes you feel so helpless when it happens to you. One of the reasons I'm so eager to represent it. As Belial, you can play to the character's strengths without using throw very well by continuously block stringing, using big normals, fireball, right? The game of attrition can be won by him as well, but against Charlotta, who has dive kick, demon flip, and also great horizontal movement with Charlotta ball, that kind of game plan might be a little bit less attractive. You might want to go toe-to-toe with her in point blank. So I can understand the temptation, and that's exactly what Zerom took advantage of.
Yeah, I think that you have to sort of alter your game plan around throw, even if your throws aren't going off. If you're not being allowed to do it, then those overheads are coming out either way, right? So like, rather than going for the throw proper, it might be more like sort of lights into like a shimmy or something that's a little less committal. Because like you said, like a lot of the mixes in this game require heavy commitment, and if you're playing against someone who's that good at, checking like risky offense, then you're gonna get blown up.
Believe in victory.
Blow-ups, explosive damage is something we described as Okaseme having earlier. Decent also showed some with a 5U command grab in the corner earlier in the set, so be on the lookout. Voltorb is on the field in Smash. Someone's going to explode.
Oh no.
Is it Electrode or Voltorb? I don't remember.
Either one could do it, I think.
Yeah, self-destruct. Well, self-destruct only happens when you protect.
Yeah,
the first one to do that.
Well, self-destruct, there's a lot of ways to get destructed by this character. That's one way to do it.
That's one of the most punishable combo drops that could possibly happen. He's poised to make the most of it, moving with counter pressure, and he's out.
And Okaseme is setting up that range that we were talking about with Moonsault earlier, where it's not just like a free punish, it's potentially even plus frames, though character space is a little bit more in your favor if you're afraid of the strike throw. It sets up...
That's so difficult. Ambiguous.
Yeah, it's tough.
And it happens before you even think to be using a block button. You don't get time.
Ooh, one.
Same with 5U, I guess. All the way.
Yeah, block button is not going to help you with this move.
Yeah.
And it doesn't quite do 60% anymore, but it's still a chunk.
I mean, yeah, that was the mid screen towards the corner version. Full corner, we might be up. I might.
All right, this is a 3 out of 5. How many 5Us are we going to see hit?
I think that might be the only one.
You think that's the only one? Okay. I'm saying, I'm gonna say 3.
Whoa.
I'm gonna say 3. I'm feeling it.
You're a oh!
I'm telling you, I got a good feeling about this one.
See, but that 5U went unpunished, so it might as well count it for half of a 5U. So if we see another half one and then one triple one, I'll give you the win.
Alright, okay. Yeah, we'll keep an eye out. Over under on 3.
Yeah, the super leaves Ladiva in range of H and 2M.
Finds an attempt at an overhead. Ooh! Gotta get that block button on deck. I think every one of those moonsaults has worked out in Okasame's favor so far. Chip moment. Oh yeah, finds the overhead there, finally. Bit of a nail-biting round.
One thing that you can be sure to train yourself doing when playing Ladiva is to acknowledge that once you have blocked the low, there is no longer a threat of low. Because 2L is not low, 2M can't be canceled with anything low, and if you block sweep, you know what to do next. Probably kill her. So, gotta get that kind of like fuzzy timing switch on. Same thing you do in the Laura matchup. Like, she might cancel the Beastful overhead. I'm pretty sure Ladiva's overhead is the same exact animation as Laura.
Yeah, pretty much. The wheel kick.
Yeah.
And cross-through goes off. Oh, Decent just swings out, getting a lot of mileage off those jab strings. Uh-oh. Alright, not the worst punish in the world.
On the ground right there, I want to point out, Okaseme taking advantage of Narm's counter, eating safe jumps. So when Decent did an empty jump, Skemi woke up with jab and was able to make offense happen out of their own knockdown. Just because of the safe bet that Decent placed against the counter DP, which is one of the only DPs that beat safe jump.
Yeah, having that ready, especially against a character like Ladiva, who relies really heavily on like body splat mix-ups, it can really shut down the Oki game or change it drastically.
Yes, certainly.
Wow, what a good pickup. I was surprised out of combo. All right, with no super on deck, Okaseme did not have to worry about the grab super going off with the instant air moonsault there, and find some safe pressure. I think that Narumaya does best in this matchup at a bit of a range, bothering with the far H and with Misfiner. Obviously, if the Ladiva player, if Decent in this case, can find a way through those, a roll is pretty much a guaranteed punish on that move. So you have to be really careful about when you use it, but you don't really want to be up in Ladiva's face too often because of the like reversal options and also just how quickly pressure can get like dropped back on you. So finding this range that's a little bit more neutral heavy can be really helpful, but Decent finding their way in.
Let's go successfully, and so the offense continues.
And keep in mind there that Narumaya was not able to be in parry stance, so it sort of enabled those safe jumps. It's something that you have to be really aware of when you're playing a character like Ladiva. You have to, on those knockdowns, it's really good to look at what the cooldowns are and get a feeling for what stance Nara's in.
Yeah, that's by far the most important factor in the decision you make on the offense. And I don't think it was looking in that case. It was an empty jump.
Oof. Great buffer on the Fierce there.
Yeah, playing aggressive now, trying to further the lead in the set, widen it as soon as possible.
Oof. Jump kick comes in. And decent no stranger to the empty jump SPD. Not really respecting the grab invincible frames on wake up. Uh-oh.
If the counter DP comes out, can it be grabbed the counter?
I don't know.
No.
Oh, wow.
We'll have to skip that out. Hey, no one's respecting grab invincible frames. It's getting
Yeah.
killed here.
Yeah, Okazami's going to be in deep trouble for that. Chip will do it.
Yeah, okay, Skemi was left with counter stance as the last potential defensive option, but block till the bitter end. Maybe not anticipating that each headbutt hit did its own set of chip, and that it could actually chip you out, kind of like Lancelot's Reckless.
Yeah, I think with chip damage being the factor there, they were definitely blocking, so I don't know if they thought maybe they could get into the next one or what, but it could have just been a moment.
Yeah, I'd be really impressed if you can still somehow baited the DP, even with such a light lead.
Oh, wow. Great combo there. Doesn't get the ending, still quite a bit of damage. And working this corner, Okazami finds their way out. Right there, that was a punish, I think. That move is, I want to say minus 11 or 12.
I'm gonna check the replay. It's a counter, so something. There was another follow-up coming, rather than a perfect.
Yeah, maybe a touch later than necessary, but that misfire, if it's done in the range where normal comes out, you can definitely get snuffed for it.
And familiar is the feeling of getting DP baited and punished. It's only mid-screen damage, but Ladiva's mid-screen damage is much higher than the rest of the cast.
Yeah, and good corner carry too.
Where the damage will shine, but right now it's Emmy's turn to show it. Successfully just getting the other side. Whether it's bowling or super jumping, every player is fighting so hard to the opponent in the corner.
Good protect.
That's pro, right? Clean example. I like this since uses hot dodge against the frame trap that comes after Namaya's plus on block to land. And
oh, that is exactly what you have to worry about when super is on lock.
Only way to go around that is to be in the air. Can't be blocking, cannot be in Ladiva's face, can't be running. It's hard to recommend just doing overhead all the time against Ladiva if you're trying to run any offense at all in First Step Super, but that's what I end up doing, and I find it working most of the time. Well, they choose the SFBA Super most of the time for bigger advantage, and that one doesn't have a strike version like the SBA does.
Right. And Nara has good tools for being airborne with the instant air moonsault. You do have to worry about your situation after if it gets blocked, but even then, I believe you have frame advantage. If you want to jump out from there, you can. It's just a little bit risky. You could get clipped by something else, and Ladiva's kit does allow for a 2H to lead to, a good chunk.
You know,
so you end up mixing yourself.
Also, like Eve has air SPD to grab people that are trying to bait you using your grounded super on Wake Up too. I've yet to see it in Grand Blue ever, but when a Ladiva player Wake Up jump SPDs, I will.
I think I've seen Jan do it.
Okay,
but yeah, it's one of those moves that you just forget it exists.
So unfortunate too, but I think it still provides the same Oki. You can quick input it and you're not worried about the input.
Alright, Okazami chilling here, just trying to get a little bit of chip. Good hard knockdown. Ooh! Got into that grab range, got a little freaked out, and tries to bait something, but loses life because of it.
If that were air grab rather than auto combo, the set would be over. I mean, this particular game.
Ooh, the set is over. Well, not the set. At least this round.
You're misspeak in the same manner that I did, but it's because we're both scrambling at the end of a scrambled situation. That is such a turning point in the round. Not as big as what happens next because the winner of this goes up.
Oh, another reversal baited at the beginning of the round. Decent happy to end the combo a little bit early for an SPD attempting and gets what they want.
And even gets a command grab after 2H, which I think might be negative on hit.
Yeah, now that you said it earlier, the sway there at the on that frame trap is really helpful for gaining advantage back.
It takes away her cancel option too, so you won't be getting hit.
Uh-oh. I'm telling you, you can't mix this character.
Alive though. Oh, never mind.
No.
Oh my god.
Little character, little health bar, no escape.
Her health is definitely 10k, which makes me even more wrong.
It's not 10k anymore, yeah.
It's now down to 0. So decent goes up 2-1.
I mean, what is that? How much damage does that throw do? Is that 4 something?
I remember it used to do so little. If that thing got buffed, I would be a little bit more forgiving of myself.
Oh no.
No cooldown for this. It has to be
no longer a 10k here either. Yeah, kind of waiting out the cooldown situation. Spot dodge. I guess looking for the stand H again.
Probably the biggest nerf to Lydia overall is the lesser ability to combo into sweep on links with life against standing opponents, because that means if he has all of his combo-based cooldowns gone, he no longer has access to knockdown and makes you bring out the CD even more, of course. Generally, the objective is the same.
Oh, there we go. That's what you're supposed to do. Oh, it doesn't even get a punish off of it though.
It might have to just jump in the air and then do some gets later to pick up a combo, but I don't know if that picks a combo the same way as an instant.
Yeah. Yeah, the running to get to may have a little bit more momentum, which could have made that punish a little bit trickier.
Yeah.
But Levy's at a super meter, so it's time to go in. Oh, there we go. Another instant air. Try and tech this.
What's funny is it doesn't even have to be throw tech. It can just be any normal, and you still explode. As
oh yeah, it's meaty
for 60%. Like
honestly, it can be jump out. That launches no matter what. It doesn't have to be counter hit. You can try to hold up, you're gonna get slapped.
No, that move is so down for it. The whole character is.
I'm telling you, this character has a lot of potential. It's just that in order to pilot them, you have to be doing twice as many things as like a lot. You know.
And what if that is? To be doing twice as many things.
It's fun to press buttons.
Yeah. Who knows what they're combined to do?
Yeah, I often don't if I'm playing this character.
Oh,
tags the overhead, lucky break there.
Throw teching, full click characters shimmying each other. Players now recovering from the scramble. Last active frame on that H. That looks interesting.
Ooh, jumps out of the cross up. Ooh, weird.
Decent in death zone now. Ah, that's it.
Friday the 13th. Never lucky.
Well, I'm gonna catch the replay real quick and see what got counter hit with. I have no idea. It must have been so early in the startup of whatever it was. And you know, it doesn't change the fact that Normaya will kill you off of corner EX Nigetsu.
Believe in victory.
And that delivers Gemi to 2-2 in the set. A climactic finish for loser semi. Conventionally my favorite match in any tournament. Because guess what? One of you will not be in our Casa top 3 highlight post on Twitter.
Yeah, this one's for the tags.
Uh-huh. A bonus tag.
Run forward throw, do it again. And sweep doesn't quite hit, but no response. Third headbutt there, feeling a little greedy, but that has traditionally worked out pretty well for Decent. Master of the 5U has the corner here and misses the lariat, but again, it's not getting called out for it in a way that really makes Decent want to stop.
Players like Semi that are determined to show their knowledge of the opponent's frame data are more likely to get hit by that third EX headbutt because they want to press buttons after Ladiva leaves themselves neutral.
Yeah, they want that 0 frame advantage.
Yeah, and Normaya with 5 frame buttons actually gets to do so, but it only has 6. That's totally her turn. It makes the third headbutt even better against characters who have an advantage over you in the speed department.
You can see Normaya playing with the frame data a little bit here, opting to delay 5H in some of those pressure strings, looking for that spot dodge, and again delaying the misfiners with the medium version to keep pressure, but Decent is going to take that round anyway. Bring it down to match point here. Oh, that was weird. If there wasn't a block button, I might not have known what side that was about to land on. And another instant air
What a
goes
scramble. There's that
Oki's
situation.
way, but the combo doesn't.
And in that situation, you know, somebody who has a DP who might be matching on hit, they probably would have punished Armaya.
Yeah, yeah. All
That's
right,
need to be
slow it
matched
down.
hell.
Great run up.
Yeah, really slowed it down. Slow
We
down.
love the nice perfect ending just shy of 70 seconds. You know what that means?
Confidence surging going into final round between Skemmy and Decent.
Really good pressure from Okasami here.
Oh no! The spot dodge got thrown, but
Okay, that's 2.5.
oh yeah,
Oh,
2.5.
not over.
But the Victor in the throw department seems to be Armaya enough by baiting protection Decent.
That was a counter hit confirmed, leading to a bunch of damage and a corner mix up here.
2 throws.
Wow.
And full conversion under any circumstance.
I think we need a 5U. Oh,
It's such a likely to not change the
oh,
problem.
finally blocks. Don't spot dodge there.
Swinging.
Chillin'. Okay, this is not easy to come back from.
Yeah, and the comeback would start with something like a lariat if it were a counter hit, but in that situation, not even that lariat would have led to the corner situation that Decent needed to have a chance to come back against Skemmy, who closes out 3-2 with a dominant last round.
Yeah, backing up there, confident in finding that last hit, even though Decent has proven to find really good comeback momentum when people are giving up space, but Okasami comfortable with just looking for like a 2M. When you have a life lead that high, that's really all you need, and you can risk getting run up SBD'd on just because you have that reversal unlocked too.
And the Diva from full screen, the only thing that could possibly ruin your day is a counter hit lariat, so that only hits standing. If you're ducking and just kind of chilling out, as long as you don't get fully run up on, you can probably reliably chill in neutral for a while. Just count on the life lead, swing some buttons, or throw a projectile, because she has to make a very good read to get in off of roll, because her roll has much longer recovery than the rest of the cast. It's really a strong built-in weakness.
Yeah, and the chip timer kind of goes off at that point too. You can get in your damage from those EX moonsaults from misfinders, appropriately spaced.
And yeah, even from that mid-screen 5U, Decent also informing us too that EX lariat and combo there would have led to a huge switch in momentum. Wasn't quite able to figure it out, but hopefully there's next week, or in 2 weeks, or whatever tournament Decent enters next. Wish them luck, because they put on a wonderful festival, which continues into week one, and going up against Decent. I recall, who was it actually that was on the
I think it may have been 0.
Okay. So a nice survey of all of the top 3. Everybody gets to play each other.
Yep. And Bisu showing dominant performance in this first round.
Battle 2. Engage.
Yes, certainly.
And he's jumping.
Out of here. You're so worried every time the character goes in the air. It could be JU. It could be empty. It could be a jump up.
Wow, really good run up throw.
Although I
Smart to
think
use those minus frames.
Armaya with counter DP might have a good response. The only character in the whole game maybe with a good response is JU after the block, where everybody else is blocking before their DPs get the safe jump by the line on recovery.
Yeah.
Counter the second jump attack after they use it.
Yeah, absolutely. It's definitely a really useful tool. You do have to be in the stance ready for it, and we see there the regular DP not always ideal.
Yeah.
Cause a little bit of duress for Okasami in this round. Wow, that does a lot of damage when it's on scale.
39% duress.
And we're in stance now for the parry. Back to butterfly. All right, comes out there. This is actually pretty close. Oh no, full auto combo there means that they're gonna get a lot of scaling, but I don't think it's gonna matter.
Yeah. If you're going into super, the order of optimalness is 2 hits in the super is most damage. 3 hits in the super is second most, and 1 hit in the super is actually everybody was convinced that 1 hit in the super was like the most optimal way to do it. So I'd rather 2 people than the 3 than just the 1. It does feel more stylish.
Yeah, the one-hit combo or super confirmed has that sort of like old school 3S feeling.
Yeah.
Yeah, parry coming out right there. I think that tool is definitely going to be really useful in this matchup.
A little bit more active than I think these
Great
saw it.
conversion.
I think it was going to get whipped punished by that after a while.
Oh, instant air. Chillin'. Interesting.
I think that's
Huh,
gonna hit.
is this going to hit? No.
Aw. And by it, I of course mean JU from Belial.
Yes. Little did we know what it was.
Yeah.
Oh, that's going to hit too.
Yeah, that command grab too. I think that was the first use we'd seen of it, and using it only when it will kill is always advisable.
All right, I have a question. This is one for the lab. What if you EX command dash in the middle of the two air hits? Can you teleport through one and land like, you know, opposite side on the other?
I'm gonna assume that will never happen. But I think it will.
You guys gotta start playing 4D chess with me, just a little.
Let me react to 9-frame age, and then be out of range of the first hit, in range of the second hit, teleport the other side, and with Punisher.
No. I mean the J5U. J5U boot comes down, you block it immediately. Command dash.
I think well, Belial typically uses KN after the bounce. Which
Oh yeah, so you just get crossed up and you die.
Yeah, that's
I think it's still worth it.
Okay. You know what? Yeah, maybe he'll get confused and drop the comp. You know, but okay, Skemmy
Good
wasn't.
super.
It was
I just wanted to be clear that when Tag first came out, I teleported through Belial super and felt sick, but I forgot to clip it.
Oh. Well, good listeners might still have it if there hasn't been a patch. Scroll on
Keep an eye out.
Yeah. I'd be interested to see. I'm still more interested in seeing the idea of teleporting through the first and second hit of the group between the gaps.
I mean, it's kind of a flex.
It's like that 7-frame gap. That's about it.
Probably wouldn't work.
Yeah. So we can see spot dodge there from Okuskemi against JU. It still recovered later than the JU stomp itself on the ground. While it does confuse Belial momentarily, you might be able to act sooner just for that reason, but in terms of data, it looks like Belial's still advantaged there.
Right. I think that the parry uppercut is probably your best tool against that.
Yeah. Still haven't seen it though. I think a lot more comfort here in default stance, blue stance, for things like safe buffers into EX Midspiner, things that can score you a game, tie it up 1-1.
Yeah, I think blue stance is kind of where you want to be in neutral, or at least in a neutral focused game plan.
So
the 2M from Kagura ends up being really useful on advantage, but if you're going toe-to-toe with 5-8, you kind of want a good 5-8 of your own.
I don't know which strategy to recommend, honestly, in the Belial matchup.
Yeah, well, it's always changing, right? It's like you can easily get out neutral by the character, but you can also get mixed up, and like we said, we kind of want that parry for any air situations, but it doesn't always feel like it's worth sacrificing your neutral buttons.
2H just got whip punished there, but BC wasn't in the mood for canceling.
And honestly, the ability to like fade away with it too means that you have to make that directional choice.
Yeah.
We talked about it a little bit earlier.
Which often just turns into me holding the block button for as long as possible.
Yep. Alright, looking for a hard knockdown off of Midspiner. Doesn't find it. Goes all the way in, but a little too far. And that air-to-air trade is very much in BC's favor.
Yeah, right. Belial smiling during the freeze frame on the trade. He knows he's won.
Yeah. I have the buttons. Oh man, the sweep into into the upper there. That is wild.
Nice mix it back and forward before that sweep. The Casa combo. One of the best low launches in the game, just because of the Casa.
Yeah, happy to look for those sweeps in the corner there. Didn't quite find one. Lucky for Okaskeme. Oh man. All right, bullying in with 226, and it's gonna be big damage. Oh, goes for the mix. I respect that. What's gonna kill? So good to try to go off with the next one. Oh no.
Well, auto
Easy
combo
find.
conversions give you a real reliable amount of time for super. It's SSBA here, so a guaranteed kill for Bisu to take
Yeah,
the
that's-
2-1.
That's a blow up.
Yeah. Things are looking so hopeful for Skemmy, slowly mounting momentum for the comeback, really firmly having Bisu in the corner, but there's this thing called abare, where you know exactly what to do. To move forward to pursue offense, and in Grand Blue, it's really easy to convert off abare because you have auto combo on your fastest button, close out.
Yeah, Bari's really strong in this game. Some characters even able to corner switch off of those swings, which can really change momentum quickly. Momentum in this case being very much in Bisu's favor. Huge round.
Yeah, real quick too. That round puts Bisu on set point to advance in the grand finals for a run back once more.
Jab is a little too stubby there. Costs Okaskeme quite a bit of their life bar.
Abare.
All right, opting back to neutral. Cute.
So
Cross through.
Oh, there it
Oh
is.
boy. Not a lot you can do with Nara mid screen there.
Yeah, but that did build a lot of beater for Super to come on the next version in case that ever happens again.
Yeah. Yeah, there's room for a side switch here that could lead to Bisu's death, but on the other hand, cooldowns are ready. That's damage.
This Super didn't even need to go to cinematic. One DP
Nope.
punish. I am in shock that not that Skemmy died, but that the DP came at that amount of life from Skemmy, knowing what Belial has in store, even off of a far away, far H punish like we saw right there.
It's brutal. You can't give Belial that opportunity. The reversals are just too risky.
We were recommending so much counter DP against JU, but that ended up not playing a very big role in the match compared to the ground game. Bisu really firmly
Yeah.
represented it the whole way. Probably trying to carry that forward into this grand finals here. We saw some cat earlier from Bisu, but I think it's still going to be Belial for the rest of this tournament. We're locked into this matchup because Bisu has something to prove, getting a chance to run it back with Zerom, who I believe won this winner's side match 3-2. So we should have a good match in 3-1 actually it was in winners finals. 3-1, but it was close though. That's what I'll say.
It was close.
Yeah.
Rounds were down to the wire.
You know, as a TO, I might even accept that one. I can believe it. You showed good
Yeah,
time.
there's going to be a note section for qualitative evaluation in the bracket these days. Times are changing.
Imagine that level of data. Like you press Chalon.
It'd be beautiful. It's like
exactly what happened.
ethnography level stuff. I think honestly it would be great.
Yeah.
You don't have to use it, but a comment section on each match.
Oh my god, that'd be great. Yeah.
You can make it so there's a section where only the players can enter something. It's just like, this guy like wake up DP on me every time, it sucks. And then someone else can go look at those as like tournament information.
The Bisu is
Yeah.
one of the wild that's seen use this standing reset into a meaty back projectile backfall that leaves the opponent standing, having to block the projectile and being like -15. I love it because
Wow.
it doesn't sacrifice that much damage, and the knockdowns by contrast have a kind of rigid and already understood mix-up situation with the Sage Run, but the standing reset's a little bit more iffy to most players who are encountering it only like third, second, third time.
Yeah, everyone feels more stressed out during like a standing reset situation.
Yeah.
Ooh. Oh, a little too close for the far H to come out there.
Yeah, which is unfortunate because we saw such a big forward run in that anti-combo attempt. That's a there, H1 combo no problem.
Damage. So doesn't even burn the super. What if I want for later?
Yeah, later will be good because pretty much anything will kill if you find a combo. Knowing that he has Fireball is here to extend off of any normal. Could even be that very quick M right there.
Oh,
A little bit too quick on
a little
the
too
trigger.
quick maybe.
That's right.
Shu is very much on the other foot. Zero, I'm going to take game 1 here.
Yeah, I love buffering off of my normals, but maybe Belial's a little bit too privileged with the length of his because I don't think Bisu expected to be in cancel range unless Zero were moving forward and not blocking or using the normal themselves. Instead, they're all blocking punish.
When an S tier goes wrong.
Sometimes your normals are just too big.
When your buttons are so good, your buffers suck.
Yeah. That buffer's great though.
Yeah, that one will help out quite a bit. And right here, keeping it range. I do think that this sort of shimmy game plan, threatening 5H from the character going to 2 away is maybe the best way to keep Charlotta frustrated. Oh no, I don't love that.
I think you have to run forward and then do H at maybe a 2H. You know, if you want to run a PP on somebody, you typically run a little deeper, really sell them on it.
Right.
DP would be great as an anti-air there. It didn't come though. Bottle lands JL into a full confusion like she does. It was 2H instead.
If we're talking about the merits of run-up DP, I do think that as a player matchup thing, it is good to do it a little earlier on Zero, who has really good reactions. but
Yeah.
At that point, I think your run-up DP either way is there's only so much you can like pull and unpack from that game plan, I guess.
The length of that run from these two was one where I would accept the run-up and call it like the intention.
A lot of empty jumps from Zero, going, you know, largely unpunished beyond the initial anti-air, which I think is good. I don't know if I feel like Belial has non-counter hit punishes for anti-airs. I could be wrong.
Yeah, it's specifically 2H into the upward fireball. That one works here.
Okay.
I don't think you can ever get Automotive though, which is what you typically roll is.
Yeah. Oh, looking for a DP and doesn't find it. Zero, I'm happy to wait that one out.
Yeah, and anti-air jab looked like it might have been attempted there, just in the scramble situation.
Yeah.
I think a couple characters do that in this game, but it looks like Belial's not so blessed. He doesn't put so much effort into raising his arm on his L.
Mm-hmm. He's too casual.
Yeah. Ooh. The second
Really
hit
good
of
spacing for
counter
Zero. Oh, and a parry comes out. And the flip. Not meaty enough to cause any trouble afterwards. Spot dodge.
I love the low to middle pressure. 2L, 2L, 2M. All these things, all these ball springs that last forever. The range of a totally safe neutral jump, still comboing into H off of a JH. Not even a counter hit needed.
Oh, scoop. And that's damage.
Yeah. It's
Yeah,
like
happy to take the round off of that straight hit.
dude, just like Belial sitting on whatever weapon he spawned with his JH is an eternal frame in my head. I've seen it so many times and been baffled by whatever happens afterwards. Now,
Again.
look at Zero charging that H, an H with less range than the Belial, faster H. I mean, it'd be really good if you are out of the corner and maybe have a better shot at whip punishing Belial H. But it's still going to be so
Yeah.
difficult. Probably better than try to look in the second hit. The range on that one's even bigger.
Ooh, looking for a reversal. And just happy to toss Belial around like a sack of rocks.
Piece by piece.
Oh, Zero, I'm all over the place. Does this end here? Wow, zap. That was sick. I don't think I've ever seen that super just anti-air raw, but makes perfect sense.
Yep. He reaches at a 90-degree angle with a beam that's about 10 feet wide.
Oh, shallow jump in there with the demon flip, really clever.
Reliable conversion from the range. Fireball comes back real quick, too. He's already back, ready to create offense in any circumstance.
Oh, walks up and tries for a medium there, and again, Zerom finding their way out of these mix-up situations. Any sort of frame trap or high-low that gives an out, Zerom's ready to take that out.
Yeah, I think it may show you that delaying your frame traps just slightly to catch your when you think it's finally time to hold up forward. Or maybe walking down with lights might be a better idea. Bisu, though, internalizing some of that, I presume, on their way to taking a game in the set, keeping themselves alive. Zerom was otherwise on tournament point.
Projectiles can cause a lot of trouble for this character.
8% chip taken already. Zerom just caught up and landing a couple straight hits of their own. Finds a wall bounce.
Wow.
Destroyed by an overhead right after.
Brutal.
Maybe it was the stillness of Zerom just standing there.
Yeah, the power of sit and wait.
You can kind of convince people that you don't know what you're doing if you stand completely still. Maybe there's a controller DC.
Yeah.
You get away with a back throw.
Right, yeah, there's a lot of things that range sort of speaks to, even if you're baiting it, you know? Like, you want to be close enough for the throw, but you're not moving in for it, so you're arguing that you're not threatening. There's like layers to that stance. Oh, there's the air reset you're talking about.
Love that setup.
15 seems decent.
I wonder what Zerom was trying to do when busy getting meatied by a projectile. It had to be DP, otherwise nothing will work.
20 hit combo. Life bar looking real paltry. Good trade there.
The shield is out. Whether the shield is projectiles in drill mode or... I guess I need to know the name.
Bisu going in.
Follow-up.
I want to say Bisu could be happy just throwing projectiles there, but maybe they were afraid of some sort of quick reversal. That being said, finding themselves into the corner, whatever they were afraid of came true just a little bit, but not quite enough to take the round. And Bisu clawing back out of this match deficit.
Still fighting against tournament point though, 0.
Yep.
Just the double
Throw loops coming into play.
And interesting,
Frame drops now.
So adamantly headed toward the right corner with a huge meter lead, on the verge of picking up a super conversion
Overhead.
Push for DP.
Random DP.
And that DP could have killed. No, it wouldn't have done that one.
Yep.
No, but the whip
That'll do
punish
it.
will kill. It's Charlotta's 6L. Such a great choice for such a quick whip punish that was achieved by walking backwards first. If there is a next time, Bisu might go low with sweep into Belial off Proteus, but that is going to have to be in 2 weeks when we have our next Grand Blue Fantasy versus bracket here on Casa. For tonight, it is Zerom claiming the throne and kicking out all of the other tenants. You get a full pay stay in the Casa this week, complete with whatever is in our Matcherino, and a lot of praise from us here on commentary. Congrats to you, Zerom. Still repping Charlotta too. Since like day one, got that same purple color. I feel so familiar seeing purple Charlotta and knowing, damn, this guy's about to be super patient.
Yeah, Zerom has been
Yo, congrats, Zerom.
using that character all the time. So crazy.
Good luck next time to Bisu. All right, we gotta go. Switch to Street Fighter right now. Go.
All right.
All right, speed running the bracket transition here. You know, happy to see everyone play. Thank you guys for showing up. New faces, old faces alike. It's so easy to root for all of you. So thanks again for playing. Bisu, second place. I've not seen you here before, so I think that gold medal is right in front of you. So everyone, please keep it up. Yeah, 2 weeks from now, it'd be good to round up the gang and see some more Grand Blue. So until then, I'm Dormancy207. Stay tuned for Street Fighter. Hit those Matcherino codes. Drink some more water. You know the drill. Monkey, so good to talk with you once again. Better luck next time in the bracket.
Yeah, seriously.
One of these days, I'm going to train up. I'm going to find you in there, and we're going to commentate our own Grand Finals match. It's going to be the best.
Cool with that. Yeah, let's do that. All right, let's get out of here too.
Okay. All right. Bye, everybody. Dom, thank you so much. Take care.
Peace.